Well, good morning. Today I have some junk to take apart. We're going to see all the neat little goodies we can get out of it. And this, we have a stereo, we have a VCR DVD player, and then we have a 32-inch CRT television to take apart. The flyback transformer and everything in there should be pretty fun. And my viewers have spoken. You want me to convert one of these fire extinguishers to an air cannon. And I think I got that 32-inch TV and that computer monitor as a target. That should be pretty fun. But that's some other time, so let's not worry about that now. Let's get on to these. So now we got it open, we can see inside it. We have the DVD section, which is pretty simple, and the VHS section, which has all the gears and the spinny bits, which is always cooler. And there's our copy of Mongol, The Rise of Genghis Khan. We watched that, what, like a year ago? I don't know. We mostly watch things off computer now. But to get that out, we'll just turn it on. Keep that for later. And looking at the time date on the inside of the cover, it was made on the second week of January of 2005, and it's version 2. Hey, another rubber band for my other VCRs. It's always nice to have these for when you're repairing VCR. I mean, a rubber band works good enough, but it's always nice to have these laying around. So here it's all apart. We got the disc assembly all right here. Not much except for a couple gears, maybe one little circuit board with a couple circuits on it, and a motor or two. Oh, and a laser. Don't know if you can really use those for much though. We have the spinning head. We have another motor down here. That'll be interesting. I have a motor right here. I have some power transformers. Just got to get this off the board now. Actually, got to get the board off of the main control housing. Aha, there's the screw. So now we have this mechanism right here, which has like this motor and a bunch of gears. I'll throw away the gears, but keep the band. And then we'll take the motor out, or motors out, and see if we can get them to run on stuff. Okay, so in that VCR we found this motor right here, which is, I believe, high torque and low speed. We have this motor and read-write head. It's all one piece. Then we have this, which I have no idea, probably a 12-volt motor. Then I got a magnetic tape reader, so like I could read cassette tapes and magnetic tapes with this. Then we got this, which I can't really get apart any further, so we will hook this up to a power supply and overvolt it. We just got some miscellaneous other little things that I'll throw into a bin somewhere and I can take it apart. Okay, so I've opened it up and hooked it to my power supply. And I'll sacrifice a bootleg copy of Windows 98 because that's not exactly useful anymore. So now we got it taped on. Oh, and before I blow this motor up, it actually does create a little power when you spin it. So maybe it could be turned into a little speed indicator or generator. I don't know. Probably not. It probably wouldn't make enough to generate anything. But now it's stuck on there, and let's see how high it'll go. one more time. Let's do it one more time before we go on to the stereo, shall we? I bet I could probably turn this thing into a good CD launcher. Okay, so let's get on to this thing. Well, this looks like a big bucket of fun. We got a really nasty looking heatsink right here. So a fan, big circuit board, and on the inside we have a really big power transformer. That'd be really handy for something. Oh, and a relay and some fuses and stuff. Well, we're almost done. This is the keep pile that I got. And with that, it's all taken apart. We got this little screen thing with a fluorescent display on it. And we got these cassette readers, which I took the motor out of. This one right here. These things have tons of motors in them. Then we have a couple random boards full of stuff. Nice little heat sink. Not little. Motors. Fan, various capacitors and rectifiers and stuff, some ribbon cable, I've been really needing these, and a transformer. And that transformer might actually be what I've been looking for to charge my bicycle battery. Well, that's actually a lot less electronics in there than I'm used to. I guess I'm used to older televisions that just have like stuff everywhere. It's really small, but anyway, like every television, you gotta discharge it first. Evidently, this one doesn't have any charge in it. I should get that in there to be safe. Then we take off this. I don't think this TV's been plugged in for a long time, so that's probably why I didn't have any power stored in the tube. I'm going to snag the speakers off of it. They might prove interesting for something. And I think I'll leave the yoke on there because I don't really have a use for them. But anyway, in case you don't know what a yoke is, basically the beam is generated in this part from the hot cathode. That's why it's called a cathode ray tube, cathode, and it shoots rays to the phosphor coating on the front of the screen. And this is the magnet that deflects it. And I believe this is the degaussing coil. This is what demagnetizes the tube, because sometimes the shroud inside of there's like a metal sheet or mesh in there that helps guide the beam. I think this helps to keep that from getting magnetized, because sometimes if the main shield thing is magnetized, then you will get like weird coloration in the screen. So I'll just rip off a couple of these wires and I'll put the back on it, so then someday later I can smash the tube in. So that's all the parts I got today. I already lost the speakers to my mom. Anyway, so this is a flyback transformer, and that's going to be a load of fun. See, these can make like 23 or 30,000 volts, especially those big tubes that have to make a lot of electricity in order to arc it across the vacuum inside the tube. And maybe I'll mess with that sometime later and make some big sparks and stuff. Oh, we got some nice heat sinks too. You know what these make me think of? A dual LED strobe light thing, kind of like, bright light thingy, kind of like my miner's headlamp I just built. Or we could build a robotic cat. Yeah. Anyway. I just still can't get over it being only one board for the entire TV. This must be one hell of a controller then. This must control everything. You know, this is like the video controller, the sound controller, everything, you know. Wow, I just looked up these MOSFETs. These are huge. They're D2901s. And evidently, the datasheet says that they can handle 1500 volts at 8 amps. That's insane. And I got 2 of them. I'm thinking those would be good for a motor controller, you know? Like a variable frequency drive or something. Well, anyway, I better put this stuff into the shed now before it gets too dark. But I had a lot of fun today, and thanks for watching. I hope I can use this stuff in some of my later projects, especially all these little goodies right here. I'll probably end up using these repairing my variable DC power supply because I keep blowing it up. But anyway, see ya.